Hi, good morning. It is day 9 of our living and working abroad experiment. So, I'm having a few struggles with the freelancing portion right now. Oddly enough, like Brand is really thriving with his work, which is very new for him. He's never contracted before, but that's actually going quite well. One thing that's been great for him is and for the company he's working with is he's been able to help them work with clients in other time zones in a way that would be a lot harder if he was still in the US. So that's actually been kind of interesting and helpful. But for me, I wasn't talking about this as much before just because I was waiting and I was kind of working on other things and we were just trying to like take care of life stuff. But right now, I things seem to be a little bit on pause. I can tell that one of the people I'm talking to is super, super busy. The other one, I'm just not sure like if this is going to be a right fit for the project. There's just a crossroads I'm going to come to soon. Like you can only wait so long on people to figure out their situation with a project until you need to move on and try and work with someone else or figure out the next thing. One of these projects I think would be a really great fit for me, and I'm really excited about it, but I also don't want to just hold open my time forever and end up having that fall through. At some point, I have to make a call and just move on, even if I did really want to do this. It would be great to get started on a new project soon. And yeah, I just don't want to like leave that time open forever. And the longer this other project delays, that might cause other issues down the line. What I really wish I could be doing right now is like a shorter project. I think like I've been doing a lot of investor pitch decks for some reason. I oddly enough don't mind making decks. I know a lot of people don't enjoy that, but for me, part of the reason I like doing it is I like the storytelling aspect. I like writing, even though plenty of the people I work with don't ask for the writing. But I find that when I do some suggestions on that, how to like make things shorter, how to make things more concise, how to make it all flow together better, that can really help. Some of the founders I've been working with, English isn't their first language. So that can also be something I can help just smooth out a little bit, make it more clear for the US investors they happen to be talking to. Big projects are great, and I really do like sinking my teeth into something, more dense and collaborating with someone for longer. Like that's always really interesting. And I definitely think there can be a lot more pride and excitement with projects like that. They're super satisfying when you finally like get there and get something out that's great. But I think right now something shorter would probably be better. The other thing that would probably be great is like a small team that needs an extra designer here and there, but not all the time. That could kind of pop in and out for shorter projects. Like I can just jump in and help them with a heavier week that they have. I feel like that should be on my goals list for this year is to find a client kind of like that. Think like a small company that almost wants to hire a designer, but or a second designer but doesn't have the budget for it. Like that would probably be ideal, because I think working with someone more consistently off and on throughout the year like that would be great, in the sense of like I could just get to know what type of work they do and get to know the ins and outs of their business better, and I can really help more quickly. I'm almost just like trying to think through this whole thing with you guys. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with some of the freelance work. The hurry up and wait thing is very real, and that happens in regular jobs as well. But sometimes there's other things you can shift to, and a lot of agencies that I've worked at before, there's often so many projects. So if your project gets stalled, they'll just throw you on something else in the meantime. And I mean, that's what I'm doing for myself. Like, I'm putting myself on other projects that can help fill in some of the downtime. But at some point I'm going to have to turn my attention to looking for new clients, talking to more people. The longer something delays, the more likely it feels that a project just isn't going to happen at all. And I'll need to make other plans. So, yeah, I think maybe the next order of business with my working situation while we're here will be to start chatting with people about new stuff and get more irons in the fire on that. I mean, that's part of this whole thing. It is very uncertain and I get stressed about it for sure. I will say that being a full-time employee in a lot of other ways stressed me out more than the ups and downs, the not knowing within the freelance life. I get that that sounds like a nightmare for a lot of people, but for me, I think having the freedom to choose and work on those things and focus my attention where I think is most important, I really enjoy that a lot. And I think the benefits of hunting down my own clients, working with the people that suit me really well, that outweighs the uncertainty factor for me. That is not true for plenty of people, and I completely understand. So I hope you enjoyed my little freelance chat. And just know that, if your work is not going the way you'd hoped, it's okay. It's part of how it goes. And it will turn around. It will turn around eventually, it always does. And this is me like telling you the thing I need to hear as well. You have the power to help turn things in a new direction. I have to remind myself of that all the time. Like, it takes a little time, but when you start putting in the effort, you can move things in a new direction that you need to go. So that is my little pep talk for today, I guess. As far as fun stuff, we're actually going to go to the climbing gym today, and I will hopefully have a much better session than I did the other day. We had a better climbing session today.
Yeah.
You were doing well.
It was.
You got a lot of things, and you got things you couldn't get last time.
Yeah, I was definitely feeling much better and much more controlled.
Yeah, and I felt like we were starting to get a feel for the gym a little bit more.
Yeah.
Even though I still was not doing well. But
you're doing fine.
I did a lot better though. It felt better.
Yeah.
Even though we're so much more sore than we were the time before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That deload week made us very stiff.
I don't think anyone will be able to hear anything because of the moments.
Yeah.
I guess it's time for people to get off of work.
Yeah.
But yeah, deload week made us weak.
Yeah.
But we're getting back into it.
Yeah. We just need a few more days for sure.
Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Goodbye.